If you've been wondering how to make almond milk, today I'm going to show you 2 easy ways to make it at home. Homemade almond milk tastes a lot better than anything you'd buy at the store, and I'm also going to show you a handy recipe for using up your leftover almond pulp when we're done making this. To get started, you'll need 1 cup of almonds, and I prefer to use almonds that aren't roasted or salted, so the almond milk will have a nice neutral flavor. If you have the time and can plan ahead, you can soak the almonds by covering them with water and letting them soak for 4 to 6 hours in advance. You can also let them soak overnight in the fridge. Soaking nuts may help them become easier to digest, and it may also help to boost nutrient absorption. So you're more likely to get the most nutritional bang for your buck if you are able to soak these ahead of time. When the almonds are done soaking, be sure to drain off the soaking water and rinse the nuts before using them in this recipe. If you don't have time to soak the almonds ahead of time, or if you're like me and you forget to plan in advance, your almond milk will still turn out just fine if you decide to use unsoaked almonds instead. To make 4 cups of almond milk, add the 1 cup of almonds to the blender and add in 4 cups of fresh water. This is all you need to make a plain batch of almond milk, but you can also add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1 to 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, or 1 to 2 pitted dates if you'd like a slightly sweeter version. Blend the mixture until it's very smooth and creamy, which takes about 60 seconds in a high-speed blender. Almonds have a lot of fiber, so the next step is to strain out the almond pulp. You can use a fine mesh strainer to do this, but for the creamiest results, I prefer to use a nut milk bag or cheesecloth. Squeeze as much liquid as you can out of the pulp, and then set that aside because we will be using it a little later. Now the almond milk is ready to use. This is the perfect dairy-free milk for making homemade lattes because it creates a thick foam similar to using real milk. Since this almond milk recipe doesn't have any added preservatives, it will keep well in the fridge for only 4 to 5 days at a time, so make sure you don't make more than you will use in that time frame. Now that we've covered the classic way of making almond milk, I'm going to show you a little shortcut for making almond milk in a hurry. To make roughly 1 cup of almond milk, all you need is 1 cup of water and 1 tablespoon of almond butter. When you blend them together, you'll get a creamy almond milk that doesn't need to be strained, so this version is ready to use with less than 2 minutes of effort. If you're wondering what to do with that leftover almond pulp, my favorite option is to make a hummus in the same blender that you just used to make that almond milk. This recipe uses wet almond pulp, so you don't have to dry it out or do any extra work before getting started. To make it, you'll add all of the leftover almond pulp back into the blender, along with a 1/2 cup of raw tahini, a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 2 cloves of garlic, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of olive oil, and a 1/4 cup of water. Blend it all together and add more water as needed until the texture resembles hummus. Then it's ready to serve. You can store this almond pulp hummus in an airtight container in the fridge for up to a week, and it makes the perfect snack with sliced veggies or crackers. I hope you'll find this almond milk recipe helpful, and be sure to check out my other videos here for more fast and easy real food recipes.